This month at Westminster, everybody's minds are now on the aftermath of the terrorist attack which took place. And I would like to say how much I appreciate the hard work of the police and the security services who do so much to keep us safe while we go about our work, and not only at Westminster but around the country, and I'm sure everybody would join me in their appreciation for the police and the emergency services. In my work at Westminster this month, things have been very focused again on Brexit and the fallout from the discussions that are beginning now to take place as Article 50 has been triggered. It was extraordinary to me yesterday to wake up and find that there were suggestions of gunships being sent to Spain as discussions over Gibraltar were to progress. I think that as we go forward, a calm and measured approach would be preferable. It is challenging for myself and my colleagues to get answers to questions we are asking about Brexit and the EU, but rest assured that we will continue to ask and will continue to push to make sure that we do get the answers to the questions which are of vital importance to those people who live in East Renfrewshire. In particular, I've been asking questions about the digital economy, which I know is a subject which concerns those who work in that area, and again I've been pressing on the issue of EU nationals, because I know how important it is that those EU nationals who live and work and study amongst us do get reassurance that they are absolutely wanted here and that we want them to stay with us in East Renfrewshire where they belong. This month we've heard from our First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon, about the importance of the people in Scotland, people who live here, having the choice about our future. I think that is important, that there are no people better placed to make decisions about how Scotland should look in the future than those of us who live and work here. People in East Renfrewshire raise a number of concerns with me, and I try as far as I possibly can to take these concerns to Westminster and make sure that if there are answers to be had, that I push as hard as I can until I get them. A number of people were affected many years ago by the Equitable Life scandal, and this is an issue which has not yet been resolved, and I brought this back into a debate in Westminster this month. I think that it's particularly unfortunate that as those affected are becoming older, there are actually fewer of them who are in the position to take their cases forward. I think it's cynical and pretty depressing that such an obviously wrong situation has not yet been righted, and I will continue to push until we get some positive action for these constituents. There are also a number of people who contact me about issues with private parking companies. This is something that I've raised at Westminster before, and it's something that I will raise again and again until we get to the bottom of it. It's disappointing that some of these companies, a number of them it turns out, choose not to engage with MPs who raise issues on behalf of their constituents. However, I'm sure they were watching that debate, and I'm sure that they'll be watching the correspondence come in afterwards. It's not acceptable for private parking companies to treat local people in the disdainful manner that they do, and we will continue to work to make sure that a sensible approach is taken if there are any disputes or questions over parking. Those of you who look at my videos on a monthly basis will know that I have an ongoing and long-standing interest in issues to do with equality, and this month in Westminster I participated in debates on racial equality, on International Women's Day, and on dress codes in the workplace, where it's become apparent that a number of companies are adopting dress codes which would perhaps be more at home in the 1950s and in the present day. Most companies don't behave like that, but it's important that in terms of all areas of equality that we do all strive to push forward. We in East Renfrewshire are very fortunate to live in such a diverse and vibrant community, and all of these things do fit together. It is important that we make sure that everyone has the opportunity that they should, and that everyone is treated equally and fairly. I was pleased to see the Marie Curie nurses launching an event in Westminster this month. I know very well what an excellent job they do and what a difference they make to people's lives at the most difficult of times, so I'm really pleased to support their campaign. It was fantastic to see such a number of East Renfrewshire residents in Westminster this month. We had two excellent local scientists representing East Renfrewshire in a STEM, a science, technology, engineering and maths competition in Westminster, and they did exceptionally well. I was really proud to be able to say that I had two constituents at this competition, obviously flying the flag for the excellent educational system that we have here in East Renfrewshire, so well done to both of them. I also had Billy Irving's partner Yvonne in Westminster this month, and we went to the Foreign Office to continue to press Billy's case to make sure that the Foreign Office and Boris Johnson don't forget about these really important issues as they're looking forward towards Brexit. I do hope that the families do get to meet Boris Johnson soon. I think it's incredibly important that we know that there is proper engagement from the Foreign Office on this issue so that we can get Billy and his colleagues home where they belong. The highlight of my month was a competition to see which children could tell the best joke, and amazingly we had two finalists from East Renfrewshire. We had Colm Donnelly, who is from St Cadoc's Primary School, and he did an exceptional job, brilliant joke telling, and absolutely delighted that he was there. I was really proud to have him there representing our local schools. And we also had Sam Harrison. Sam is a Giffnock Primary School pupil, and Sam won the competition. He is officially the funniest child in the country, and it was a well-deserved success as well. So congratulations to Sam, congratulations to Giffnock Primary, and also to Colm and all those at St Cadoc's. It was fabulous to see these two young men absolutely thriving and being such a success in this competition. I wish them both very well as they go forward. I'm absolutely sure that they will go far in life.